Definitely one of the a very thrilling contest. I think in terms of World Cup history, one of the great games that will go down to everybody's memory. I think if you're wanting a exciting semi-final, you basically call South Africa and they'll dish it up. If we think back to 1999 at Edgbaston, where South Africa were involved in a thriller, it was the same situation again, yet they just don't seem to get out on the other side. But credit New Zealand for absorbing the pressure and triumphing in front of their home crowd today. I think the rain delay definitely did play its part. I think AB de Villiers and Faf du Plessis were set on really launching there during the back end, and South Africa only received, if I'm not mistaken, it was 12 runs to their total, although they lost 7 overs. So that definitely was a hindrance to South Africa, but they had their chances to win. AB de Villiers admitted it in their after-match press conference and didn't blame the rain. He thought that South Africa had actually come out very well after the rain, with David Miller getting 49 of very little balls, and the fact that they had opportunities, there were drop catches, missed runouts at the end, and unfortunately they didn't take them, and that's what we believe was ultimately the difference in the game. The drop catch in the penultimate over was between JP Duminy and Farhad Bihadin. They basically they collided. It was a massive error on both of their side. More the fact that they misjudged that catch, and that ultimately was pivotal to the ultimate result. And had they taken it, we could be sitting here with a completely different forecast for Melbourne. But these things happen in cricket, and hopefully the South Africans will learn that when there's an opportunity in these crunch games, you got to take it. And they didn't yesterday. And Grant Elliott, who's actually South African born, he cashed in completely and took the advantage. The press conference were vastly different for obvious reasons. AB de Villiers was crestfallen. He basically sat there with his head in his hands for a long while. He struggled for words. There's definitely a hint, not just a hint, a huge dose of sadness within his tone and his voice, and struggled for words. He said it many times that he apologizes to the country, to South Africa, for the people back home, for they really tried. They'd left everything out there, but it wasn't good enough on the day. And eventually Russell Domingo, the Proteas coach, had to take over the press conference from AB de Villiers, who was really heartbroken by the defeat. It looked like he just wanted to get back to his room and basically spend a long time there. In reverse, Grant Elliott walked in and very, very excited for obvious reasons, and very happy to have taken his adopted country over the line and into their first World Cup final. So a complete contrast of emotions and to be understood.